Hi, everybody. Welcome to episode 5 of the Real or Real podcast. My name is Bone Dragon, and joining me, as always,
Pixie dusted.
today's episode, we are doing a speed run.
Zoom zoom.
It's pretty much we're going to be going just rapid fire. A whole bunch of stories that, could either be real reports of either crimes or paranormal, or they could be the fictional storylines of whatever properties we find interesting at the time. Before we get into that, though, I'd like to give a little shout out, if I can, to 13 Degrees of Screams. They're an awesome little podcast. Really nice people. I had a nice little conversation with them earlier today. And if you like horror reviews from good, nice people, then go ahead and run over and check out their podcast whenever you get a chance.
They're available on all the platforms.
Well, yeah, YouTube.
Most of the platforms.
YouTube, Spotify, pretty much anywhere that you want to look for. Just run out and check them out. But for now, let's go ahead and get into our speed run. All right, Pixie, do you want to start us off or do you want me to?
I can start. I'm ready.
Okay, let's hear it.
Okay, here we go. Allegedly, there is a man who has been accused of killing a couple at a nudist resort because of a hot dog. Is it real or real?
There is a man at a nudist resort
Who has allegedly
who
been
has
accused.
allegedly killed a couple over a hot dog.
Yes. Would you like more details, or is that sufficient?
No, that's fine. Wow. I'm gonna say it's real.
It is real. What tipped you off that I used allegedly?
No, it just sounded like too whacked out of a story.
Yes. In Redlands, California, and I say allegedly because he has not gone to trial yet, a man has allegedly killed a couple and their dog Cuddles.
What?
Yes.
No.
And the dog. In a residential RV and nudist resort that
That's
they all
low.
lived in.
That is low.
Yeah. And apparently it's been an ongoing feud between them for the last decade. And it started with there was a tree hanging over the victim's property that belonged to the alleged killer that they asked him to trim, and he wouldn't trim it, so they trimmed it themselves, and that started a decade-long feud. And the camel that broke the back for this guy was they offered him a hot dog, and he said that he felt like they were taking a jab at him, making him feel like he was only worth $1 hot dog, and that's what set him off.
Why is it always a property dispute?
I don't know, but I thought when I was reading this article, I thought that the hot dog thing was going to go in a different direction, and it set him off because they were like, it's a nudist resort, and they were offering
It's a nudist
hot
resort.
dog.
Have a hot dog.
There's so many different ways that could go. Like, you're the size of this hot dog. You're smaller
Jesus.
than this hot dog.
Did you-
Was it a regular size hot dog, or was it a cocktail weenie?
Did you give them a
Vienna
ballpark, Frank?
sausage? Was it a Vienna sausage?
Was it a Vienna sausage? What
Like,
are
that's-
you offering?
Instantly, that's where my mind went. But no, he felt like they were trying to imply that he was only good enough for like $1 hot dog.
Wow, that's a bit of a reach.
And he snapped.
Yeah.
Supposedly, allegedly,
Okay.
because I don't think this has gone to trial yet. So allegedly.
All right, so I've got a story for you.
Okay.
A couple steal a baby because they can't have kids of their own. Instead of calling the police, the real parents hire a bounty hunter to find the baby. Is this real or is this fiction?
This is the storyline of Raisin, Arizona, which is one
Exactly.
of my favorite movies.
Oh
Nicolas
my
Cage is
god.
brilliant in this movie. I love it. I love this movie so much.
Give me all the money in that drawer and give me a pack of them hoagies.
With the
Is that why you
pantyhose on his
squealed?
head. Yes, that's why I squealed. I'm sorry. I should I should have like, been more dramatic, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I should have been building more drama, I guess, but as soon as you started saying it, I was like, I love this movie. I watched that movie so much growing up. I really love that movie.
All right,
You better get me a baby.
no more Coen Brothers movies. I guess that can't happen. All right, so what's your next story, Miss Pixie?
My next story is a 40-year-old man underwent 37 plastic surgeries to completely change his appearance so that he could get back together with his ex-girlfriend who had a restraining order on him.
This sounds like a this is either a Hallmark movie or
Well, it doesn't have anything to do with Christmas.
it's a thriller of some kind, like a stalker movie or something. I'm gonna say it's real.
As in, it really happened, or it's REEL?
I'm gonna say it really happened. Real. Yeah.
You are correct. It did really happen.
All right.
This happened in 2017, and a man decided to undergo 37 plastic surgeries to completely change his appearance, and he also legally changed his name so that he could date his ex-girlfriend and she wouldn't recognize him because she had a restraining order on him.
Wow.
And it didn't take long for authorities to discover his true identity, and he was arrested for violating the restraining order and stalking.
Wow.
It doesn't give any
Wow.
details on, like, who tipped them off or if she just had a weird feeling or what, but apparently it didn't take long and he got caught.
Stalkers will do some of the craziest things
Hmm.
just to, have that contact. It's
Yeah.
crazy. Okay. Nice one. Good
Yeah.
job on that.
Yeah.
All
Give me
right,
another
so
movie. Give me another movie.
give you another movie. I'll see. I mean, let's see. My next story is two thieves decide to rob a bank but didn't have masks. So instead, they colored their faces with permanent marker. Is this real or is it real?
Oh my goodness. I could see this going either way. Um, Unless it's the beginning of a movie,
It
it
very well
doesn't
could be.
it doesn't seem familiar to me other than I feel like it could be just the very beginning of a movie. But I'm gonna go with this is real. REAL.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Yes.
Well, guess what?
It was the beginning of a movie.
No, it
Ah!
was real.
All
This really
right.
happened. This was the plan of um, Joey Miller and Matthew McNally. They decided that they were going to rob a bank and they didn't have any masks, hoods, balaclavas, anything like that. So they decided to paint their faces with permanent marker. And of course, as you and I know, both as makeup artists,
Mm.
permanent marker does not come off.
Yeah, that no. No,
guess how the police caught them?
they had. Please tell me the marker wasn't black and they weren't caught with blackface.
Well, I don't know what color it was. It doesn't say
Oh,
what it
that would
was,
make
but
it
man,
even worse.
that
That would
would
make
make
it
it
even
so
worse.
bad.
So much worse.
So bad. But I'm willing to bet that that's exactly what they did.
Oh, black Sharpies.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
But
terrible.
apparently, this idiocy earned them the names Dumb and Dumber. Like literally, that's in their police file.
Yeah, that's another movie that I have seen, but I didn't really care for it.
Yeah, I'm usually okay with stupid humor, but like
It,
that one was just too dumb for me.
except for the part with what's his face? I can't think. Oh, Bob Saget, where he's just screaming, "There's
Oh,
shit everywhere." That part was good.
I do remember. Of course, I'm sorry. Aside from Full House, Bob Saget makes everything better.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, Pixie, tell me another story.
Another story.
Another
Okay,
story.
here we go. So, you know how you've seen the stories in the news about how people will find like Cheetos shaped like something, or Jesus burnt into their toast, or,
Sure.
you know, a potato chip in the shape of a cross, or some weird thing like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this happened to a couple with toast. So
Toast?
yes,
Okay.
they bought a young couple bought their very first house together, and upon moving in, the all the appliances were left in the kitchen, which is not unusual. Other than like it was everything, not just the refrigerator and the stove and the microwave. The blender was there, a toaster, a waffle iron, just all the appliances were there.
So the previous owner just left everything in the kitchen,
Yeah,
pretty
just
much.
everything in the
Okay.
kitchen. And so they thought, "Oh wow, we really lucked out because all these appliances are here."
Right.
And they didn't notice at first, but every now and then they would joke about seeing, things burnt into the toast, like, "Oh, that looks like a car. Oh, that looks like a shoe."
Yeah.
And they didn't really notice anything until about a week later when it was consistently every morning some type of picture burnt into their toast.
Okay.
And they finally figured out that it was predicting the future, the picture that was burnt into their toast.
So their
And
toaster.
all their neighbors thought they were crazy, but they were adamant that the toaster was predicting their future because, like, say, for example, there'd be a picture of a car tire vaguely burnt into the toast that morning, and the husband would get a flat tire on the way home from work. Just things like that. And the neighbors thought they were crazy. It's not really a crime, but kind of maybe paranormal. So,
Huh.
do you think this was real or real?
I've heard of something like this happening like a while back, but I don't remember if it was a news report or if it was an episode of something. I don't remember, but like I think what I'm thinking of is the person who thought that they found Jesus in their toast or something.
Yeah, it's not just this case. Like it's a thing throughout history of finding I think when I was growing up, the big one that was all over the National Enquirer, which is a fairly reputable tabloid.
Oh, of course. The
What
National Choir is never going to lie to you.
exactly what was, right next to the picture of Bat Boy was a picture of this grilled cheese sandwich that was half eaten but had a picture of Jesus on it.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Bat Boy is the intellectual property of Weekly World News.
Ah, well,
Okay?
maybe it was Weekly World News instead of National Enquirer.
Well,
I don't
maybe.
know. They're about the same.
Yeah, they're pretty much the same.
But
Um,
like, yeah, this has been historically documented,
okay.
in multiple tabloids,
Many people have
things
made
like
claims like
this.
this.
Yeah.
So, um,
But do you think my future predicting toaster is a real account or a work of fiction?
I want to say that it is a real report. I don't believe it, but I want to say that someone has actually reported this. So
Well,
I'll say real.
you are incorrect.
Ah, what?
This is an episode of Surreal Estate from season 3, the newest season.
Oh.
It is a very small part of the
Oh.
episode, and you actually find out in the episode that this haunted toaster that predicts the future was left there by a somewhat of a mad scientist
I
that
haven't seen that
also
episode
worked
yet.
in clairvoyant studies and psychomancy and all of that. Yeah, I know you haven't seen it, so that's why I used it.
This is why we can't watch shows together anymore.
Ah, but yeah, really good episode, really good season, amazing show, Sir Real Estate. If you haven't seen it, it's on Hulu.
It is. It's a really good series.
Very much
For
recommend.
anybody that likes that kind
Um,
of Fargo type feel, except with a little bit more of a supernatural twist.
I
Yeah.
do believe it's a sci-fi channel show,
Yeah. It's good.
but is it on Hulu? It's either on Hulu or Peacock. It is indeed on Hulu.
All right. Sounds good.
I recommend it.
All right, Miss Pixie. You got me on that one.
I got you.
Yeah, you got me. Okay. How about this one?
Okay.
A body is found by the river wrapped in a tarp. And the town that this is in is very small. So the police can't handle a murder investigation like this. So the FBI become involved to investigate. And soon it is discovered that the victim was killed by her father, who claimed to have no memory of the crime at all. Is this real or is it real?
Oh my. That sounds vaguely familiar, like something I've watched on TV. But that also sounds like the beginning of pretty much every crime procedural ever.
Yeah, right?
So that's a tough one. I'm sitting here thinking it's not Twin Peaks, is it? No, no, no. No. Okay, I'm gonna go with real. Real.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You know, I thought you almost had it there for a second because you
Ah!
straight called it.
It
You,
was
s-
it is it
it's
Twin Peaks?
it is the storyline to Twin Peaks.
Yeah. Yeah, Laura?
Laura Palmer.
Yeah,
Yep.
Laura Palmer. Yeah.
Yeah. If you ask Matt about that, he'll talk your ear off
Unpopular
about
opinion.
Twin Peaks.
I binged Twin Peaks. I binged both of the movies, 2 movies, I think, and I got halfway through the new series.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I had to force myself to watch Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
I don't really care for it.
I could see how some people wouldn't. Like I like it because I'm a David Lynch fan.
It's way t
I
it's
love when movies are and shows are like that crazy and whacked out
yeah, it's
as
way
he
too
makes them.
wackadoo for me.
But
I
I could see where some people would be turned off by that.
like, I'm trying to follow the story, I'm trying to figure out what happened, and then
All of
I
a
get
sudden everybody's talking
sidetrailed
in
by
reverse and
yeah,
they're in the
everybody
red
talking and
room
they're
and
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
David Bowie is a tree now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I I just I mean, I'm glad I watched it,
Mhm.
but I'm not I wouldn't say I'm a fan. I'm
But
sorry,
that's okay.
I'm
You
sorry.
don't
I
have to
know
like everything.
that's gonna
But
break a lot of people that know me, that's gonna break their hearts, but
well, Matt's gonna hate you from
I was
here on out.
close
But yeah,
though.
you
Well,
were,
Tab
you
too.
were,
Tab
you
is
almost,
also yeah.
you almost called it.
Yeah,
But
it seemed that's the first thing that popped in my head is like, well, that kind of sounds like the beginning of Twin Peaks.
yeah.
I should get half points for that.
I'll give you an almost point.
Yeah,
Okay.
give me an
I'll give you a cookie later.
give me an almost point.
I'll give you an almost point.
Okay.
Not like we're actually keeping score or anything.
No,
All
no.
right. All
All
right.
right.
Hit me.
Okay, here we go. I've got one for you.
Okay.
Okay. Um, in 2013, a man was arrested for stealing from a camp, and his arrest stunned the local community because they found out that he was a man who had disappeared 27 years later and no one had known where he went. And all of a sudden, he just comes out of nowhere and is stealing things from a camp. Is this real or not real?
Okay.
Do you need some more?
No.
Okay.
Huh. Well, I mean, if you just said that this guy suddenly showed up out of nowhere was murdering people, I could say that it was Friday the 13th, but that's not what you're saying.
Nope.
All right. Shoot. This sounds like the kind of thing where it's like, it's like the side story to either like an episode of something or a movie or something like that. But like, you
Yeah.
know what?
Uh,
I want to say that this is real. 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 This really happened.
you are correct.
All right.
Okay. So, um, a man who, at 20 years old, a man named Christopher Knight made the decision that he wanted to be a hermit. After running out of gas in a remote road in Maine, he abandoned his car and walked into the woods to live as a hermit for the next 27 years.
So he just decided this.
Yes, he survived by living off the land and stealing things from various camps and campers and sometimes like little convenience stores. But he also would never light a fire because he was afraid that someone would find him.
And this was in 2013.
Well, that was 27 years later. In 2013
When they got him.
is when they caught him
Okay.
because he, even though he had committed hundreds and hundreds of burglaries before then, um, this is the one where he got caught in
Okay.
2013.
Okay.
And the police and the community were completely confused because this man had disappeared 27 years ago. There was like, a missing persons case opened on him and everything, and it was, was closed because they could never find him. They could never figure out what happened. There were no signs of foul play because he just walked into the forest and disappeared.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, but
All
his crime
right.
was stealing.
Huh. Okay.
If he hadn't been stealing, he probably would have never gotten caught, and he'd probably still be living in the forest right now.
Well, nobody could take away our true crime card. There we go.
There we
Good
go.
job. I like that one.
Yeah.
Okay. How about this one? While being robbed, a bank teller asked the robber if he needed a bag. When he said, "Of course it's a real gun," she realized that the robber was deaf. So while gathering the money, she tripped the alarm, and the robber never even knew until the police showed up. And while in jail, the robber tried to sue the bank for taking advantage of his disability. Is this
Wow.
real or is it real?
Uh, I think that this is real, real, because he went so far as to try to sue the bank for
You
for taking advantage of his disability.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You are correct.
Yay.
This was true. This happened in Germany.
Or maybe this is an episode of Twin Peaks.
Episode of Twin Peaks, is that what it is?
Yes.
Yeah.
Happened in Germany.
This happened in Berlin, Germany in 1995. The robber's name was Klaus Schmidt. And sure enough, he was deaf, like full on deaf. And the teller asked him, "Do you need a bag for all this?" And he's like, "You're damn right it's a real gun." And of course, so the teller's like, "What?" Oh, and then so she like straight up just tripped the alarm right then and there. So the alarm's blaring, but he can't hear it, right? So
Oh my goodness.
yeah, cops
Well,
came and took him to jail right then and there.
all right. I I don't want to make any jokes because I mean, it's well, he shouldn't have been stealing.
No, he's a criminal.
He's a
So
criminal, but also,
I
um,
mean, no, we don't know what his
a point
a
for
situation was, but yeah,
accessibility, I guess. Uh,
sure,
Anybody can be a criminal.
sure.
I
But I'm
guess
sorry.
that's what it
If
is.
you've got a gun pointed at my face, I'm going to take every advantage that I
Yeah,
can.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
If it's me or them, yeah, exactly.
yeah,
I'm gonna exploit your disability. I'm sorry. If you're trying to kill me or harm me in some way.
yeah,
Yeah.
for real. All right, Miss Pixie, do you have another one for me?
I do.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. Allegedly,
Allegedly,
a man
a
has been
man.
a man. He's not allegedly a man.
Okay, okay.
As far as we know, he is a man.
Well, at least now we know that.
Yeah, but allegedly, an older man was struck by a flying cow and killed.
What?
Yes.
Was this during a tornado or something?
No, but it was in India where there are a lot of cows, and it is illegal to kill cows because they are sacred. Because so
Oh,
there are cows everywhere.
huh. Um,
Which I may have given you too many details, and now you can try to. And now you know what's going on. May,
I mean, there's only two movies or TV shows that I can think of where
but yet, no, it's not Twister or Twisters. It wasn't a flying
it's
cow in a
it's
tornado.
it's not Twister
No, but it
because
was a
that's not
flying
in
cow.
India, and I'm not. I mean,
It's
I
not
could
Bollywood Twister.
I could say Kung Pao, but I mean that's him getting into a fight with a cow.
That's another good movie.
It is. It
I
really is.
love that.
Everybody hated it, but I loved it.
Oh,
It was so
it's one of
funny.
the only like really dumb slapstick movies that I really did like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. His lines in that were great.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
okay.
Real or real?
Oh, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark on this one because I honestly don't know. It's a 50-50 chance here. I'm gonna say that it is fiction.
You are incorrect.
Oh, what?
This actually happened.
That was
In
my first instinct was to say that this is real.
in April of last year, an 82-year-old man was struck by a cow that had been flung through the air after it was hit by the express train, and he had been close enough to get hit because he was relieving himself on the tracks of the express train.
The cow was or he was?
The man was.
The man was, and the
And
cow was
cows are
right
just
there.
everywhere.
Express train hits the cow, cow hits the guy.
Yeah, cow flies through the air, smashes the guy. The cow did have injuries and did succumb to its injuries later in the day, but the man was killed instantly.
Yeah.
And I think they ruled it as accidental death, so it's not really a crime, but still a very odd story.
Sounds like the cow made him into a patty.
But apparently, they have a big issue in India with this, with cows being struck by motorcycles and express trains and just
Right.
all number of things because cows just wander
Yeah,
freely
they just
'cause
let
they're
them walk
sacred
free.
animals.
Yeah.
Because they're sacred animals.
Yeah.
Which you'd think that they would do something about it because, you don't want a train plowing into one of the sacred animals.
You'd think that they'd build a fence or something, but once
Something.
again, if they did, it might, impede the cow's freedom or whatever. But I don't know the
I don't
specifics about
I
that,
don't know the specifics of it either, but I just thought it was an interesting story.
That it,
Tragic.
that is
Tragic.
interesting.
Tragic, but interesting. Not really
Yeah.
crime, but definitely interesting.
That just it kind of reminds me of like one of those whacked out death scenes that you get from like uh what was that French movie? Le Fabuleux Destin de Emily Poulain. I think
Oh,
that's what.
yeah. I haven't
Yeah,
seen it, but I think that's
In
true.
America,
Yeah.
it's called Emily.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
think, yeah.
the way that her mother dies in that is it's tragic, but at the same time you're kind of chuckling into your like
Yeah. Or
your
what was
elbow.
that one, 24 Ways to Die? Something like that, where it goes by the alphabet or whatever.
Yeah, the ABCs of death or
Yeah, the
whatever. Yeah,
ABCs of death. Yeah.
yeah,
It reminds me of that. But
yeah.
like, no, tragically, this actually happened.
All right, well, I've got a story for you that doesn't involve death.
Ooh.
Yeah, so but it does involve crime.
Ooh.
So, while trying to rob a muffler shop, the robber was told that the only one who had access to the money was the manager, who was on lunch. So, what does the robber do? What do you think the robber does?
He goes to lunch to find the manager.
Oh, no. No, no, no. That's too
No?
smart. The robber leaves. Yeah.
Hang on. Hang
Yeah.
on. Your microphone. Start again with the robber.
The robber. Yeah, I was. My blah, 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 blah happened. Anyway, the robber left his phone number for them to call him when the manager gets back.
Okay.
Guess what they did instead?
Called the police.
They called the police, and the police said,
No crime had actually been committed yet.
no. The police said, oh, okay, call him back.
Oh, tell him to come back. The
Tell him
manager's
to
here
come
now.
back.
Come rob us now. The manager's here.
Yes. So they call him back, and when he gets there, the police arrest him. So, is this real or is it real?
I'm going to go with it's real. REAL. But if it's not, I want to watch this.
Well, you got it this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, in 2008, a dumbass named Ruben Zarate, who was an 18-year-old in Chicago, decided he was going to try to rob a muffler shop, and this is what came of it. I mean, duh? At what point does the ability to think come into play here?
Wow. Just wow. I don't even have words for that one. That's a whole nother level of stupidity.
Yeah, that's I can't.
I've come to rob you. Well, you can't rob us now. The manager's not here. Well, here, let me leave my number.
Call me when he
Time to
gets
call me
in.
back so I can come rob you then. Yeah, sure, we'll do that.
And like a million other things would have popped into my head.
Can I leave a message
My
for you?
idea would have been, okay, I just tried to rob this place. I couldn't rob them, so I'm going to need to rob somebody else now, not
Yeah,
them. Don't come
exactly.
back here because as soon as I leave, they're about to call the police.
Yeah, exactly.
Or
Or wait there till the manager
wait
comes
for the
back.
manager to come back.
Yeah,
And then when the manager gets back, that's when you do your thing.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It's just stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupidity.
That one's kind of dumb.
Yeah, very dumb.
All right. Are we ready for one more from me?
One more from the Pixie. Let's
One
hear it.
more.
Let's hear it.
All right. A woman murdered her estranged parent-in-laws and her estranged mother-in-law's sister by serving them beef Wellington made with poisonous mushrooms.
I've heard of this somewhere. Or maybe I'm thinking of the one scene from Monty Python, The Secret of Life. It was the salmon moose.
But I didn't have the salmon mousse.
Beef Wellington.
Beef Wellington, which, has mushrooms inside of it.
Right, right.
A favorite of Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah. I don't know. This sounds really familiar. It sounds familiar to me, but it doesn't sound like a crime case that I've heard. So I'm going to say that it is fiction. It is real. REEL. Fiction. Yes.
Well, you are incorrect.
What? Damn it.
This story has been all over the place lately because she has this happened last year and she's just recently been convicted of the murders. But she tried to say that she didn't realize that they were death cap mushrooms. She thought they were just regular mushrooms.
So are they saying that she did this intentionally?
Yes, and she did. The beef Wellingtons were individual beef Wellingtons.
Okay.
The ones she served to the people that she wanted to get rid of were the ones with the death cap mushrooms.
Okay, so she's
And
already
the
been
ones she
convicted
served
of this and
herself-
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the one
okay.
she served herself, and I think there were other people there too at this luncheon party. They got served the beef Wellingtons without the death cap mushroom.
Ah, okay.
But like, yeah, it's been everywhere. And like, we were watching a video. I think it was earlier today. One of the Mojo countdowns, and it popped up. This story was the next. One of the next videos it recommended you watch, and
And I didn't watch
and
it.
so I started, and I'm like, no, that's one of my. I'm thinking to myself, oh no, that's one of the stories I had picked. And so like I started.
Don't
talking to
watch
you.
it. Don't watch it.
I started talking to you and trying to distract you until like YouTube like auto played another video
Oh man.
so that you wouldn't see that. Yeah, this happened in Australia.
Okay. Well, I've got another story for you.
Okay.
One more story from the Bone Dragon.
I could possibly come up with one more if you'd like.
Maybe, but we'll see how long this one takes.
Okay.
All right, so two men attempt to con the people of a beach town by claiming that their boss, the owner of a local bungalow, was not dead when he had recently passed a couple days ago.
Really? You really?
Is this real?
You're really going to end on this
Or
story?
is it really?
Is it Weekend at Bernie's?
God damn it. I was hoping that it was enough time.
No.
That it was enough time that, people wouldn't know this.
I was an 80s baby, man.
I know, so was I, but still.
But that was going to be my question. My question was going to be, well, if this is real, I was going to be like, so they Weekend at Bernie's that shit.
Yeah. And at that point, I'd have been like, fuck.
Yeah.
She knew.
What was his name? Bernie Lomax? Something
Yeah,
like that.
Bernie Lomax or something like that.
Yeah.
No, what got me was that somehow they made a sequel. How?
I
Bernie was dead in the first one.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever seen Weekend at Bernie's too.
It's not good.
Hmm.
It makes no sense.
You know,
The entire time I'm sitting there going, shouldn't he be decomposed?
I really liked the first one in the moment. I haven't seen it in probably a good 20 years. I don't know if it would hold up.
I don't think it
I
would
feel like if
because
I watched it now, I wouldn't even enjoy it for nostalgia's sake.
probably not. The 80s were really bad about uh dark,
Stuff
very
from
dark
the
humor comedies.
Well, not only that, stuff from the 80s and 90s they don't age well because
No.
we were very different back then, very not uh uh
We were not.
we said whatever popped into our heads and we very
We
sarcastic.
did not give a
We
crap about
no,
other people.
no, we didn't. No, we were Gen X was a generation of not caring because nobody
Yeah.
cared about us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But,
so we
I
were
mean,
very much the fuck it
not that that
generation.
was good, but,
No,
that's,
no,
yeah.
but but
But,
don't use that as an excuse either. You can change and you can
oh,
learn,
you could absolutely
grow,
change.
and become a better person.
If I can change, you can change. This whole world can change.
But yeah, I don't think I would enjoy that movie anymore. But okay, let me do one more because we can't go out on Weekend at Bernie's.
Okay, fine. Let's
Okay,
let's
okay.
not go out and Weekend at Bernie's.
All right, one more. Here we go.
All right, let's hear it.
In 2011, 25 years after his stepsister was murdered and her case has continued to be unsolved, her stepbrother came forward and confessed to the crime. To trigger DNA testing so that the real murderer could be found. Because 25 years ago, DNA
Yeah.
testing wasn't what it is today, and they weren't willing to reopen the case. So is this real, or is this a work of fiction?
I think I've heard this somewhere before on like some kind of like biopic show somewhere like 2020 or something like that. I want to say it's real, REAL.
You are correct.
Yeah.
It is real. He came forward and admitted to committing the crime because his motive was to get the case reopened and get her body exhumed so that they could rerun the DNA evidence to find her real killer. And it worked.
Oh, okay.
They finally found her killer and he was brought to justice.
Good. All right. Well,
So,
there you go.
ends on kind of a happy note. It's just sad that, like, somebody would have to go to those lengths to get
To
a case
get it to
reopened.
get them to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, to get a cold case reopened, which,
Yeah.
I mean, I can kind of understand that because, all of the legal red tape and, why would we reopen a cold case if we don't have any new leads? And just because now we can do DNA testing that we didn't back then, I can understand that. But you'd think that, they would want to solve as many cases as possible. So good for him for committing to a crime he didn't commit just to get the case reopened.
Yeah. Good for him.
Good for him.
Yeah. Hey,
Yes.
how about a bonus?
One more.
I've got one more for you.
Ooh, gimme, 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 gimme.
Okay. So, a man decides that he's going to. Oh, jeez, this guy. Okay. So, once again, we have a bank robber. He decides, it's pretty well known among criminals, career criminals, that if you're going to be in a busy area and rob a place, what's a good way of disguising yourself if there's a lot of foot traffic going on? It
Is this a rhetorical question?
well, kind of, it sort of is. Pretty much. I mean, it's pretty well known that all you have to do is just dress in normal clothing,
Blend
rob the
in.
place,
Yeah,
and then just disappear into the crowd. Right?
right.
Apparently, this guy didn't get the memo, so he decided that the best disguise for robbing a bank would be a woman's blonde wig, fake breasts, and bright clown pants. Oh, and by the way, he tried to raise the pitch of his voice and to so that you know he sounded like a woman. Instead he wound up sounding like what's the one puppet from Mystery Science Theater 3000? Yeah. Anyway,
Tom Servo?
no. The big one with the snaky body. I can't remember her name.
Oh, they renamed her because her name was a racial slur.
Oh, that's right.
And
Okay.
I can't think of her name.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
That
that one.
one who was originally named for the Travelers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. So the worst part is that he wasn't doing trans. He was trying to convince them that he was a woman. Okay? So it's not him trying to say I'm a trans woman robbing this bank or anything. No. He was a 48-year-old man who was trying his best
To
to
convince them that he was a
appear
bio woman.
like an actual bio
He
woman.
was assigned female at birth.
Right.
Wow.
Except for the fact that,
That's even more offensive.
well, he forgot to shave beforehand.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, there are females assigned at birth that do grow facial hair, and that's okay.
That is okay. That's fine. But this guy had a full on, like, 5 o'clock shadow beard
Well,
going on.
that's still okay.
I mean, it's okay, but when you're talking like this and obviously
Yeah.
wearing a wig and you got a
Yeah.
5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, and
I mean,
water
come on.
balloons stuffed in your bra. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
once again,
So he's an offensive criminal
exactly.
on top of being
He's
a
a
criminal.
he's a piece of crap
Yeah.
who, not saying that being trans is bad, okay? Because if that's who you are, that's who you are. Nobody's stopping you from that. But
No, but he's not. He's not trans.
he's a criminal.
Imitating. Yeah, he's a criminal thinking that it would be the same as like if someone who's not indigenous wore a Native American costume for Halloween and was like, or tried to pass themselves off as being I don't know where I'm going with this. Tried to pass
No,
themselves
I
as being
got you.
indigenous robbing a bank.
Yeah.
It's incredibly offensive to trans people, to women.
It was like at the Boston Tea Party when they dressed up like Native Americans because they
Right.
wanted the English
Yeah,
to think
to
that
pawn it
Native
off on
Americans
themselves.
had done this.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Not that like he was thinking that, he wanted to stick it to women by doing this crime as a woman, but
No, he's trying to throw
thought
the
that, yeah,
yeah,
be looking for a woman, not
trying to
the
throw the
same.
sin off of
Yeah.
himself.
But still, no.
Worst
No.
part is how he got caught. He, after running out of the bank in this ridiculous outfit, he runs down the street to a gas station where he tries to steal a car from a guy who was stopping to get gas, and the guy knocked him out. And the police pulled up on him and arrested him.
Okay.
So, Miss Pixie, is this story real or is it real?
I don't want to choose either because I don't want this to have happened in any form.
Uh,
But
yeah, I agree.
but I really wouldn't want to see this depicted in any type of media. But I could see it being something from the 80s or 90s because
Oh,
that's the
absolutely.
kind of humor that they had back then. But I'm gonna go with real, REAL. This really happened, and somebody is stupid enough to do something this crazy and offensive.
Well, you are correct. This was a
Yeah.
48-year-old man named Dennis Hawkins who tried to rob a bank in Pittsburgh. Oh my God, what a dipshit.
Wow.
I
Wow.
mean, just it doesn't give a year for when this happened, but I'm flabbergasted.
I feel like I saw this on the news like early 2000s.
Yeah,
I feel like I remember seeing
I
something about this, like, just in
don't know.
passing, just like a little clip of, "Oh, this happened today."
I mean, yeah, I could see that, but like, let's see if I can find it real quick.
It doesn't matter. It's that's dumb. Still better than going out on Weekend at Bernie's, though.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Oh,
I feel like
oh my
saw
God.
I saw, like,
I I
the
just found the
CCTV
article.
picture. Yeah, like, I feel like I've seen, like, the CCTV picture of him or something, like, it was a pink top and the wig was, like, really, really bad, and he was
Mm,
very obviously extremely masculine, and it was just bad, bad all the way around, just bad. Just bad.
okay, so I'm getting more details on this. Yeah, it happened in 2010.
Ah, see?
This guy is an absolute dip shit. Okay, he's walking in here, got this blonde wig on. I mean, it's like the feathered kind of short pixie hair.
I feel like it was like a Party City wig, like, it was bad. Like, it was
Yeah,
bad, bad.
it's really bad, but like you know that the Drew Barrymore look around that
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
it
yeah.
was that, and he's got a full on goatee going, and
It would
oh,
be a goatee.
oh my God, oh dude, I'm reading the article. Apparently, he stole a BB gun from a Kmart nearby and used that
I
to
miss
rob the bank.
Kmart. I loved Kmart. I remember going to Kmart when I was growing up, and to keep me quiet, they would have me, like, in the big part of the cart, not the part where your kids are supposed to sit with their little legs dangling out, but, like, the big part of the cart where you
Yeah,
put all your stuff, and they would take me over to the snack bar, and they would buy me an Icy and a Prinzel because I couldn't say pretzel, but it was one of those big soft pretzels, and I would
right.
sit there, and I'd pick all the salt off of it and throw all the salt on the floor as we were going around shopping and eat my Prinzel and drink my icy, and I loved Kmart. Blue Light Special.
Okay.
Oh boy. Yeah. I This is what happens when I try to do my voiceovers for my videos and I just go off the rails. Things just pop into my head and come out of my mouth.
Well, there you go, everybody. That was our very first speed run.
Zoom zoom
How
zoom.
many did you get? I lost count. I really wasn't even counting, so I couldn't
I
tell
think
you.
you only missed like 2. I think you did 2 incorrectly.
Hell, I don't know. I'll have to go back and double check,
Yeah.
but honestly, I don't care. This was fun.
This was fun.
This was a lot of fun. I
I hope
liked it a lot.
everyone enjoys listening to this as much as we enjoyed recording it because that was a lot of fun.
It
And the
was.
dog even like fell asleep beside me. He hasn't been talking the whole time, so that was good.
Yeah, and we went way over time.
Ah,
But I don't know. I'll edit it down.
yeah.
But yeah.
Maybe cut out the bonus one.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Who knows?
But
Then you don't get my wonderful Kmart story.
well, maybe I don't know, we'll figure it out. Anyway, so if you have a great story, either paranormal or true crime, that you think would fit on the show,
Tell us a story.
yeah, come tell us a story.
That was
Send
my
us an email.
horrible imitation of the little clip
The
that
little
we
clip that
play
we do.
before
Yeah.
the podcast starts.
Let me tell you a story.
That sounds that every time I hear that, that sounds like oh my gosh, what's her name? Jennifer whatever, Stifler's mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jennifer Coolidge.
Yeah, she's doing
Yeah.
the Discover commercials now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. You look
Okay.
like the 4th of July. Makes me want a hot dog real bad. Let me tell you a story.
All right,
Oh,
everybody. So if you have a story that you want to tell, then send us an email. There are a couple rules. If it is a fiction story, it has to be a known fiction story. So no making something up. Okay? It has to be something that we could sit there and be like, oh, yeah, I remember that episode of X-Files or
yeah.
whatever.
No
You know,
fan fiction.
yeah, no
No
fan fictions or
original
anything like
story.
that. And unfortunately, well, I guess we could do like what are they called? We can do creepy pastas, but let's leave the SCP Foundation out of it because that's going to be like there's so much of that crap. There's no way anybody can know everything that's happening on there.
Well, not only that, usually those are it's very obvious.
Yeah.
Like that's something that like right away you're gonna know that oh yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, exactly. The
Yeah.
way that they're written. But anyway, so if you have a story that you'd like to tell us, then go ahead and email us at Crowjan, CROWJAN, .designs@gmail.com. And once we get that, then we'll send you a link and you can be a guest on the show.
Ooh, you can tell a story.
Yes, come tell us a story. All right, everybody. Hope you liked our speed run episode. I know I did.
I had so much fun.
All right, well, thank you all for listening. And until next time,
Keep it real.